under-10 final here at Cremona. We race. Sasha Midas darts to the inside, Platon. Kovtunenko has been hung out to dry. From the notorious outside front row of the grid, the Ukrainian back to 6, but he's hung on the outside, which eventually becomes on the inside. Nice recovery from Platon Kovtunenko. Daniel Pasquale has rocketed up into second place. Colton Snickenberg from Texas, multiple WSK podiums. The Ward Racing driver has come together with Yunus Tam. Otto Horoba for Bosch Racing also involved. The green flag flies once again to the left of your screen, and we race a fantastic getaway from Godomol. Tries the inside, but Godschalk goes defensive. He white lines it down the straight and into turn 3 as well. Godschalk with the race lead from Ito Godomol. Pasquale, the CRG in P3. Platon sends it on the Supermaster Series champion. Three laps to race. Godschalk stares back to see 29 Mini drivers trying to chase him down. There's the second Red Bull Junior, the WSK Supermaster Series champion, Josh Bergman. Platon Kovtunenko fires it down the inside. Fantastic pass. Down the inside of PK. Bergman takes Kovtunenko. Wynn is walking away with this. Godschalk, the grote Godschalk in the eerste positie. The driver from the Dutch Caribbean island of Curacao has got the race lead. It is an enormous lead in Mini under-10 terms. Bergman takes Kovtunenko. Wynn is walking away with this. Godschalk, de grote Godschalk in de eerste positie. Burgess, the Moroccan Nail El Gahoudi. Bergman repassed. Godschalk goes 2 from 2. And the driver from the Dutch Caribbean island of Curacao wins the Mini Under-10 final. Sasha home in second place, and a well-deserved podium for the Finn, Ito Godomol. Group 3 final here at Cremona. We race. Going down the inside, Buffo and Frigerio, but it's Nick Dangerous who goes position 1. Fabulous start from the African. Juana Jasese in second place. Ratajski back to P4. Really denied a podium at Franciacorta, but he goes up the inside. He goes on through unexpectedly. And Perico's back to 15th place. Opportunistic there. Caught myself by surprise. It goes down the inside, dives down the inside. We created a new word. He dives down the inside. Juana Jasese. This is a disaster for Perico. He's back to P14. Giuseppe Noviello is now the top 10 driver There is Perico in the background. He's just got by the Andalusian and Spanish champion, Abraham Silvas, who's had a fabulous week. Stan Ratajski from the race lead goes back to position 2. Is going to push Stan Ratajski into the lead. And just Sese from P1 back to P3 under attack. Perico is coming. Can he do it?
Oh, there's nothing that you want less coming up behind you than a riled up racing driver who was on pole position and fell back through the pack. Niccolò Perico is going to be motivated like no other and is going to be driving the wheels off that car. He picks off another target on the inside of turn 12 there. Nicely done indeed from the Italian driver. The Italian Perico finds his way through, up now onto the podium, and on the back now of the 536. And Victor Grun, in fact, actually draws alongside. A sensational dive from Perico up in a second.
He wins it! Stan Ratajski takes victory here at Cremona. Head in the hands for Niccolò Perico, ma che bravissimo il bergamaschino. Chiude la gara in seconda posizione. And John Hart from Hong Kong on the podium in 3rd place. What a race! OKNJ final here at Cremona. Lucas leads them up to the line. We race. Austin into 2nd place, and Blazej Kostrzewa, who was in the grass at that very corner in the pre-final this morning. No problem for the Polish Ward Racing driver. Austin has to defend. He's sent down into turn 8. Cold tyres on a cooling track. There was major contact to the British driver. He's still there in P5. His teammate's gone on through. In the early stages of this race, the Forza Racing driver, a 49.5, took 0.4 of a second out of the American race leader as the pole. Blazej Kostrzewa goes through. The Romanian falls off the podium. The leading duo, Lucas from Harry. 1/3 race distance. Now Palacio will give the slipstream to Harry Williams. There's Kostrzewa for Ward Racing in the background. Stasionis on the podium at Franciacorta, off it at the moment. Forza Racing driver dives down the inside. Harry takes the lead. Lucas fights back. Kostrzewa will catch them both. Lucas briefly back to P2. Harry to attack. Dives down the inside. Williams goes on through. The Brit goes P1. Intelligence there from Lucas Palacio. Did not fight because he knows the pole is coming. Down the inside. It is on. A 2-car fight. It is about to be a trio. Fighting for victory here at Cremona. A tighter line from Lucas Palacio. The pole is flying. Harry down the inside. They go wheel to wheel. Williams takes him. Superb racing. Respect between Williams and Palacio. They did not touch. Lucas Palacio, who won at Franciacorta. Williams, he took pole position in time qualifying. He's back to P2. Lucas launches down the inside. Palacio back in P1. Williams from the northern side of the English Channel back to P2. And the pole Porsche on the ripple strip. Here comes Nojus. Now 4 cars, 5 cars, because WSK is there as well. The Modena kart racing team drivers, plural, fighting for the victory. Lucas doggedly determined. Lap 12 of 15 stares back at Harry Williams. White lines it into the hairpin. Williams from the lead, he falls off the podium. Stasionis and WSK go by. Lucas Palacio has got the race lead. Ruska in 7.54. Into the back goes Nojus. Lucas back to second. Repays the favour. It is on.
Out of the final couple of corners, a slight roll off the throttle, and here at Cremona for round number 2 of the WSK Final Cup for the OKN Junior Final, Nojus Stasionis takes the championship lead and takes victory here at Cremona. So 17 laps of racing ahead of us. The lights of the gantry go out and we go racing down in towards turn number 1. Lamberto Ferrari leading them away in that Formula K machine. Nicely done from the Italian. And also as well on the outside of the front row, Christian Tonolini, who we've seen be absolutely brilliant so far this weekend.
There's the safety car of Christian Tonolini. Rossi fires it down the inside, does Federico for the AKM, the Antonelli Motorsport team, now using Paralin chassis. He's gone on through Nicholas Danley, now up into P8 as well. Then it's Santese, Nardozzi, D'Amico, Ferrari, Ferlicia, Anilova, Piotr Goretsky. It is the Formula K, P1, the Sodi Kart Sigma in second. The Lenzo in third, back to the Paralin, the Tony Kart, Pazanki Motorsport in 5th place. Lamberto Ferrari now pulls out a slight lead, 0.5, 0.6 of a second now.
Ferrari, though, is the one in control from Tonolini. However, ascends the inside from Ociepa there. Sensational stuff from the Polish driver. And a point forward to say, I want to lead the charge. Work with me. Let's go and get the race lead. Because, of course, if they settle too soon, Ferrari is just going to get further and further away into the distance.
Tonolini, Marchese, Stanley, Stiller, Nardozzi, Santese, Lorenzo D'Amico ahead of Federico Rossi, Riccardo Ferrari, Ferlicia, Anilova, the Slovenian, she's in P15.
Final lap here at Cremona for the OKN seniors, and defensive goes Lamberto Ferrari. The door opens up though, and Marchese finds a way through, and with it will take the championship lead up into 3rd place. Now Lamberto Ferrari under pressure from the Sodi car of Tonolini, the 821, trying to find a way through. The checkered flag will wave in favour, you'd assume, of Ociepa. He's just got to keep it clean. Who's going to join him on the podium though? Marchese runs away for second, and it's Julius Ociepa that will take the victory here at Cremona for the OKN seniors. What a drive it was from the Novolux pole. And well, Nicolas Marchese and Lamberto Ferrari will be the ones to join him on the podium. Christian Tonolini from Mellis, the top 5.
OK Junior Final, round 2, the WSK Final Cup. The Spaniard on pole. We race. Vale has missed the start. He's been mauled by the pack. Gorski goes down into P1, followed by Will Green as we lose 3 karts into turn 1, into the wall. Fabulous start, Zach, for the Ricky Flynn Motorsport team. They go 1-2, the Spaniard from pole position.
Yeah, really good start, exactly what Arias needed to be doing. Double wave yellow still, of course, in that first sector, which takes away a couple of overtaking opportunities for these guys.
Vale, Xu, Purcell, Hernandez. El primero mexicano, Justo, Villapiana, nice. Julian Frasnelli, Freak Jalal Sayer for the Energy Corsa team. He's the top Brit. He's behind the pole and the Spaniard in 3rd place, almost in 2nd place. WG in position 3, rights the ripple strip. Oscar Vale says, cop that, buddy. And Green goes from P3 back to 5.
Following it now. Through 3, now for ascent to the inside there though. Ascari Vale gets the move done for 2nd place. Gorski tries to send the move to the inside of 6. Now the inside swings the way for 7 for Ascari Vale. Not quite through enough though. The Ricky Flynn Motorsport machine of Gorski just able to stay in front through turn 8.
Bosco Arias will win in a few moments' time. The final few corners. The checkered flag is about to wave. Vamos! Bosco Arias wins for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. Across the line in P2, it's Gorski for an RFM. 1-2 here this afternoon. Oscar Vale just holds off Will Green for the final step of the podium. The OK Final here at Cremona. We race. Bottaro shoots to the inside and then tries to defend from Ivanikov. To the outside he goes, now cuts back down the inside of Zach Drummond. Over the ripple strip. Touches the back of the Scotsman. You know you can't fight with a Glaswegian. And Zach Drummond holds on to P2 as Hindri Petrol from pole position leads the field down the hill for the first time. We've got one of the Forza Racing drivers sideways into the chicane. It was Benjamin Manage.
Drummond applying some pressure to the Czech driver of Peschel out of the final corner to start what will be lap 3 of 17, and drawing alongside there is the Swede. A very slow exit from Zach Drummond's going to see him lose not 1 but potentially even 2 places through turn number 2.
The opening stages of the OK Final. Peschel looks behind. Back to Shinmark. Zach Drummond and Davide Bottaro. As Shinmark down the inside, Peschel does not cop an attack from Oliver Shinmark. Zach tries to get by. Defense from the Tony Kart Racing Team driver. That was awesome. Drummond slips down the inside. 127 kilometers an hour across the line. Zach on the back of Hindri Peschel. Shinmark in Davide Bottaro. The first 4, it's quite a distance back to Luke Horner for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. The German in P5.
Good to see that the pace is still there for him to climb his way forward. A change for the lead though, because here comes Zach Drummond to the inside of turn number 1. Jindřich Peschel tries to go to the outside, there's contact, and nearly turns sideways as Jindřich Peschel. This is going to allow Kinmark a way through. Peschel, just like that, tries to turn across the nose of Zach Drummond, gets himself spun round and drops to third. Very lucky between the pair of them that further calamity was not caused, but Zach Drummond into the race lead on lap 8 of 17.
Drummond controls the pace. This is Jindřich Peschel, looking like he'll miss the podium. Or do I speak too soon? He dives down the inside. Fantastic pass from Jindřich Peschel. Let's pile on round to Stuart Cassidy's house tonight. We'll see all of Glasgow for who's race dinner, because Zach Drummond takes victory here at Cremona. Oliver Kinmark second place, and Jindřich Peschel in P3. The Scotsman wins here. A fantastic drive and well deserved.
Final time today at Cremona for round number 2 of the WSK Final Cup. Bertuca and Skriva in the front row. The lights go out and we go racing. A launch off the grid from the 120 of David Trefilov down in towards turn number 1 for 17 laps of racing. A slow start at the back as well for the 109 of Eric Vest. Starting P12 in this race, will be at all the way at the back end of the field. Bertuca able to consolidate that race lead though as we get underway pretty tamely and pretty cleanly in towards turn 6 and 7. The 103, Christian Bertuca is in control.
Clean start for the KZ2 final. Bertuca, Skrivana. At his DV in position 3. Daniel Vasile, Trefilov, Graham, Denner, Kimitani, Edna, Maitanen, Maximiliano Petsuki. Bertuca withstands the attack for the moment. Defense from the Italian. The Czech in second. Down into turn 8. Fires it down the inside. Christian covers him off. Head of Graham, Edna, Kimitani, Dion van Derven, and James Anagnostiadis now back inside the top 10. The Mercedes Prema Racing driver first ever KZ2 race. He was testing here with Haas Formula 1 driver at this circuit, Ollie Behrman, 10 days ago. Down the inside, Daniel sends it! Vasile tries to take Skrivan. He does, but Trefilov takes the both of them.
Into the final, everyone knew it was going to be difficult. They knew they had a chance though, and right now Trefilov is trying to capitalise on that chance. He started 8th, he rocketed off the line. He's now in second position, up 6 places in just 11 laps. Now, on to lap 11. It's just about chipping away at that gap, trying to put him under pressure as the sun continues to set, and a black flag, Ian, for Maitanen. Goes in. There's the move to the inside from Vasile, trying to send it towards turn 1 and 2. That never usually works. That's offset him ever so slightly and bunched the rest of the pack up as well. 2.5 laps left to run, and a decent attempt from Daniel Vasile, but Trefilov had it covered. Now through 6 and then 7. It's all about the exit, and look at the lead Bertuca has got. They have settled now for second. It's a race to see who's going to be joining Christian Bertuca on the podium.
This is the penultimate race of the 20th anniversary season of WSK Promotion World Motorsport. And Christian Bertuca comes across the line to start the last lap of the day. Bertuca is on his way to victory.
Is indeed 1.2 kilometers to go and ascend to the inside from Emilian Denner. He tries to find a way through, does the 119. Back to the front of the train though, and hanging on. Christian Bertuca will come across the line, will take victory here at Cremona, will take the championship lead as well. The 103 in dominant fashion this weekend, and Pavirala will take the checkered flag. David Treflov and Daniel Vasile will join him on the podium from Emilia Denner and Marek Scribner, the top 5.